Have you ever spotted a plane in the sky seemingly leaking fuel? Or perhaps you've stumbled upon videos of aircraft seemingly dumping fuel while in mid-flight. That's no optical illusion. They are indeed, technically, leaking fuel. But the question that begs to be asked is, why would they do that? To fully grasp the why, you first need to understand the basics. The act of an aircraft discharging fuel mid-flight is known as fuel jettison, or more commonly, fuel dumping. This is a safety measure employed in certain circumstances to lessen an aircraft's weight before landing. Picture a scenario where there's an emergency shortly after takeoff, perhaps an engine failure or other mechanical issues necessitating an immediate return to the airport. The aircraft might need to dump fuel to lighten its load and land safely. The reason being, most aircraft are not certified to land at their maximum takeoff weight. So, the act of dumping fuel is a necessary measure to bring the aircraft within the safe landing weight limits. You see, jet fuel, depending on the amount, can be quite hefty. Consider larger planes and aircraft like the Boeing 7478, Antonov An-124 Ruslan, Boeing 7779, Airbus A351,000 and so forth. These giants carry about 250 metric tons and above of jet fuel, which needs to be burned as the plane traverses from one destination to another. These large aircraft usually cover extensive distances, like between continents, unless the flight company has numerous customers, larger loads, or perhaps it's the military logistics sector moving equipment. These large aircraft have a maximum takeoff weight of about 560 tons. However, their maximum landing weight is just 391 tons. That implies that if the plane encounters an emergency shortly after takeoff, it might not be able to land safely without causing damage to the airframe, unless its weight is reduced to the required number or something relatively close to the maximum landing weight. In such a scenario, the pilot usually has a couple of options. If the emergency doesn't necessitate an immediate landing, the plane might opt to dump its fuel at a rate of about 2.5 tons per minute. It would take roughly an hour of fuel dumping before the plane can land normally and safely. The pilot's other option is to execute an overweight landing, where, irrespective of the weight, they attempt to land while discharging as much jet fuel as they can within the time frame they have to land. So now you're in the know. The next time you spot an aircraft seemingly leaking jet fuel, it's not a figment of your imagination. It's a well-executed, necessary safety measure, ensuring that even in the face of potential emergencies, the aircraft can land safely.